Sun Music Studio.
Hello and welcome. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi reaffirmed Beijing's commitment to its strategic partnership with Sudan, marking 10 years of bilateral cooperation. During a meeting with the outed Sudanese ambassador to China, Omar Sadiq, who is said to become Sudan's new foreign minister, Wang praised Sadiq's role in strengthening relations and extending his congratulations on the new appointment. Wang reiterated China's support for Sudan's sovereignty, independence, and development, promising continued humanitarian aid. Sadiq thanked China for its long-standing support and vowed, in his upcoming role, to deepen and strengthen partnership and support China's global initiatives. South Sudan confirmed it is engaged in talks with Sudan to prevent a suspension of vital oil export that pass through Sudanese territory. The negotiations follow a directive from Khartoum advancing oil companies to prepare for a potential halt. South Sudan Petroleum Undersecretary Dang Lualbul said high-level interventions have led to a promising progress. He noted that the understanding had been reached to maintain oil production and export despite recent disruptions. Wall praised the cooperation between the stakeholders to avoid a shutdown. The Sudanese government announced yesterday its decision to extend the opening of the Abri border crossing with Chad to deliver aid and humanitarian assistance to those affected by the war in the country for an additional 3 months from May 16 to August 15, 2025. The extension stems from the state commitment to facilitating the flow of relief to the citizens affected by the war within the framework of cooperation and positive engagement with the international community in this regard. Lieutenant General Abdul Khair Abdullah Nasser Darjam, commander of the Wadi Sayyidina military region, has affirmed that the Sudanese armed forces are operating at full strength, progressing steadily toward their key military objectives. In a briefing to the visiting delegation from the Ministry of Industry led by Minister Hassan Ali Yaqub, he confirmed that the forces are now on the verge of reaching the Bibat after the recent victories in Al-Khawi. West Kordofan, Lieutenant General Darjam described the war as one that was imposed on the nation, stating, "We had no choice but to fight and confront the aggression." He expressed full confidence in the ultimate victory of the armed force, even if delayed. Darjam also described the remaining militia in Khartoum as a disoriented and suicidal group, assisting or asserting their elimination is the only matter of time. The governor of Northern Region, Major General Abdurrahman Abdul Hamid, announced that the liberation of Darfur will begin from Wadi Halfa, citing the locality's deep-rooted commitment and early involvement in the ongoing conflict. Speaking during a graduation ceremony for male and female recruits of the 3rd Dignity Camp, the governor praised Halfa for its steadfastness and its role in sheltering those displaced by the war. The event held in Halfa celebrated the graduation of 415 new recruits and honored top performance as well as institutions that contributed to the success of the training program, which has begun on March 1st. Local officials, including the executive director of Halfa locality and resistance leader, reaffirmed their unwavering support for the dignity battle and their readiness to stand by the armed forces in both wartime and peace. Military source has confirmed that the Sudanese armed forces have seized a significant cache of American-made FGM-148 Javelin missiles in Al-Salha area of Durman, following the retreat of the Rapid Support Force militia from the area. The Javelin system is known for the effectiveness against the armored vehicles, especially at close range. Manufactured by U.S. defense companies Ray, Theon, and Lockheed Lockheed Martin. According to the Pentagon 2021 budget, each Javelin system cost approximately $178,000. The seizure of such advanced weaponry raises serious concerns about how these missiles had made their way into Sudan conflict zone and highlighted the growing complexity of the armed movement in this region. Amnesty International has called on the United Nations Security Council to enforce and renew the armed embargo on South Sudan, accusing Uganda of violating the ban by deploying troops and military equipment to the conflict-hit country. The human rights organization made the appeal on Wednesday amid ongoing instability and renewed clashes between forces loyal to President Salva Kiir and those aligned with Vice President Riek Machar. Despite the 2018 peace agreement that formally ended the civil war, violence continued to flare in various regions. Recent fighting in the Upper Nile prompted Uganda to deploy troops in March, a move later confirmed by the Ugandan parliament as a response to a request from President Salva Kiir to avert a potential security crisis. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Thursday that Qatar will invest $10 billion in coming years in the Udaida airbase southwest of the country capital Doha, the largest U.S. military facility in the Middle East. In a speech to U.S. troops at the base during his tour of the Gulf, Trump also said that Qatar's defense purchase signed on Wednesday are worth $42 billion. Trump will later head to the United Arab Emirates, where leaders are seeking U.S. help to make a wealthy Gulf nation a global leader in artificial intelligence. This was your today's news by Sniper TV. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Music Studio.